Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Afternoon Shenanigans, Season 2, Episode 8, Part 3. I'm Queen. We got Timothy, we got Pixie, we got Jinxie, and we have Miss Tina. And we're going to go right into the continuation of Jinx.
And reminder, this episode has a PSA to it, and I'm going to give y'all a secondary PSA here because it's about to get very graphic. Okay? I'm going to go into some details about...
Watching video, keep scrolling. Do not let your children... Do not.
This is not imagery that anyone needs in their mind.
Nope.
So, before I conclude this news article, it is going to mention a witness. This witness was the girlfriend of Austin that is now dating my brother's best friend who lives in the trailer my brother was killed at.
Weird.
She was not charged in any of this. She ran with him. She helped contribute to hiding him. She picked up all the shell casings and had my brother's brains on her shoes, but claimed she never got out of the car. Okay? But this was their witness that was going to win them this case. Okay? So Pinnell went on to say, I believe that the Attorney General Bongard gave the family the justice he could, Pinnell said. The reason why I believe that is based on my evaluation of the case and how it was proceeding. We were on the path to victory to where essentially it was very possible that he would be found not guilty. That was because his mother, Lisa Schnick, may you not rest in peace, you fucking whore. There is a police report. I have the proof. Where they said they caught her in the orchestrating of this murder. Because she said, I sent Austin there and told him, remember, the gun is in the wheel well of the trunk. If you were just going there to pick up car keys, what did you need it for? If the cops already told you that they knew Matthew's routine and were going to get the keys after he dropped Rain off at school, why? Why? But she wasn't charged, neither was Kayla. Kayla, fuck you. Remember me? Hi, we met at Thanksgiving. Pinnell, there was a witness who would have testified Bays extended a firearm first at Himmelman. When y'all's forensic investigator, for y'all's side, said that Matthew's gun was only unholstered because it was shot from the left hip through the front of the right hip and blew it out of the holster. So how did Matthew aim first, bro? How did Matt aim first? Oh, and that Matthew's gun had never been fired since leaving the manufacturer. Where's all that in all this, y'all? Okay, the Bongard argued for the maximum penalty to be handled down. Mr. Himmelman, under the laws of the United States laws, was a habitual offender, but is no longer classified because of law changes in Nevada. That's why in episode 7 or 6, I said, Trump, can we fix this? We need to get this out because this man, this flea, has been in and out of the prison system since he was 15. He skipped juvenile, human trafficking, drug trafficking, DV, B&Es, now an unaliving and injuring someone else. And the lady that was injured is dying because she refuses the life-saving surgeries because she doesn't want to live that way because of this shooting. She was shot through the wall. She was sitting in her bedroom, getting her granddaughter ready for school. He went to a trailer park and did this. And my brother knew that he stood no chance. And instead of trying to fire back, Matthew ran to the empty field behind his trailer to save everybody else. But my brother was the bad guy, right? My brother doesn't have a single thing on his record other than spending the night in a drunk tank and traffic violations. But yet you've been in and out of prison since you were 15. And I'm going to go ahead because this man does not deserve privacy. And I feel that everybody in America needs to know his fate if he's going to get out of jail. This is Austin William Himmelman. From Elko, Nevada, Carson City, Nevada, Sparks, Nevada. This was him at the time of his arrest. Just so in case anyone forgot what he looks like. His O&S street name is Pigpen from Charlie fucking Brown.
Ew.
And y'all want to make threats on my mom and I for speaking up and testifying against this motherfucker? Bring it, motherfuckers. Bring it. I'm right here in San Antonio. Mutual combat law. Texas. Bring it the fuck here, motherfucker. That's not a threat. It's a motherfucking promise. I am duly challenging you under Texas state mutual combat law. Show the fuck. But now that article doesn't exist. It's completely changed. And we're still fighting to have Matthew's voice heard, get some sort of justice, while still caring enough to save everybody else in America from this creep. My brother was a lot of things. My brother struggled with addiction. My brother struggled with a past he couldn't escape. But Matthew saved 6 motherfucking lives because he was that selfless of a person. Matthew got sober just in time, even though he knew he was gonna die. Matthew posted a video or picture 3 days before the shooting with the gun that would end up being used against him on the bed behind him next to a notebook with the breakup letter in it that my mom had to turn in to the cops because the cops overlooked it. And in the caption of that photo, Matthew said, "I'm not making it out of Elko alive this year." Matthew got sober just in time to be able to save 6 people. He knew what was coming. And Matthew still was responsible enough and a good human enough to know, you know what, yeah, I'm fucked, but let me save who I can because this idiot's shooting in a trailer park. They found Matthew between the trailer skirting and the front of the truck. That wasn't you in fear for your life, Austin. You followed him into that little section his body barely fit in. Then, when they took Matthew for organ harvesting, they took Mom to the scene to try to find Matthew's dog. They didn't bother to prepare her for anything, clean it, nothing. They took her, dropped her off, and left.
They didn't even...
My mom picked up pieces of my brother's skull.
Evidence.
My mom is the one that turned in 90% of the evidence because the cops just went in and didn't even look, and everything was in plain sight. That key fob was on Matthew's bed. That notebook was on the table. The Matthew's journal, where he journaled every fight he got into, every altercation in, had that, you know, Lisa was fucked up. He took her and dropped her off at home. Yada, yada, yada. Matthew's cell phone was missing. Matthew never went nowhere without that cell phone. That cell phone was missing. They found it 7 months later in Lisa's car that had been sitting in impound that whole time. They released Austin in 2021, in June of 2021, on a $20,000 bond for the felon in possession of a firearm charge, because that was all he was initially charged with. He was given an ankle monitor that was never activated and ran again and had to be chased down for 12 days that time. He was on parole for only 4 months at the time of the murder. Where does it show that he can be rehabilitated and be a productive member of society? Why are we even humoring a parole hearing?
On that note, guys, we'll be right back with part 4.